Hi, welcome to Needing Meeting. My name is Carol. I'll be your host today, and put the link here so that some people can pop in and have a meeting if they like, or you can have a meeting in the chat. Hello, everybody. Hi, Marie. Welcome. CK. Hi. Hello, Plant Freak. All right, and there's the link. Should anyone want to come in? In the meantime, I will be reading from the Smart Recovery Handbook. We're still in chapter 6. This next thing was talking about visualization and meditation, which we've been doing a lot of lately, so that's kind of cool. Visualization exercise. Close your eyes and see yourself entering into a quiet, safe, and relaxing place alone. Fill your place with details of what you hear and smell, what you're sitting or lying on. Create in your mind the noises and smells that you find relaxing. Find this place with as much detail as you can about things that relax you. Let your body relax and your shoulders and head fall gently. Breathe slowly. Meditation. Meditation and mindfulness are not usually part of a smart meeting. However, some people set aside some time in each day for mindfulness meditation. Hi, Anik. Hi, Nadine. Sit in a meditation guide, and I put the 6.6 up in the Facebook page earlier yesterday, and I'll just be reading from that guide that I posted. How are you?
Me?
Hi.
Hi. Your audio's coming in and out.
How's that?
That sounds great.
Okay. All right. So the meditation guide says sit in a comfortable upright posture with a straight but not rigid back. Try not to slouch as this affects your breathing, and breathing is an important part of meditation. Now, this next part I may save to read at the end of the meeting when we're doing our meditation. Christy's not going to be here, I don't think. So maybe I can kind of walk us through with this meditation that's here. So I won't read the actual meditation itself, but it does say do this meditation for the time you decided in advance and try not to give up early. Set a timer so you do not have to check a clock. This exercise helps you learn to be in the moment and let emotional upset subside without reacting in an unhelpful way. Meditation takes practice. At first, you may only be able to meditate for a few minutes, but the more you do it, the longer you will be able to do it. You'll meditate better some days than others. That's normal. It helps if you do it the same time and same place every day. Some people sit on pillows in the Buddhist lotus position with their hands resting on their knees, palms upward. Others sit in a comfortable chair. You may want to burn a candle or incense. Meditative music may help too. Experiment to find what works best for you. You can also practice being mindful wherever you are, noticing what you feel and think, the taste of your food, the presence of other, just being aware of the world around and within you. Pay attention to the present and those excessive emotions and ruminating and troublesome thoughts may begin to trouble you less. And then we'll pick up next time with regaining your health. First part of that, we'll be talking about nutrition. And then exercise, sleep, and medication. I didn't sleep a lot last night. Um, and I don't know how many. Hi, Cosmic. I don't know how many of you experienced this, but grieving is exhausting. And I am feeling that today. So I don't know how long of a meeting I'll be able to do. I said that yesterday and we went for the full 2 hours, but Anyway, I am pretty tired. Um, were you here at all yesterday, Steve?
No, I wasn't. I was with Misha trying to get my channel set up.
Good deal. Well, I spent a considerable time talking about somebody that I learned passed away and that it
Oh,
was alcohol related. And
I'm sorry.
she had reached out to me years and years ago when I was still in California, which means that I was in a cult. I was in the cult at that time and was talking about her sobriety and she wanted to get her child back. And I wasn't much help to her, you know. And so now that yesterday, that was kind of kicking my butt, you know. And, but, you know, there's nothing you can do. Hello, Steve-O is now a creator. That's right. Do you have your channel up? Steve Molesky.
No. We're still working on it. Uh, Matter of fact, I don't have enough on this laptop here. I don't have enough memory and
Hi,
RAM,
Seven
and
Son. Okay.
so we ordered a new laptop, and it's going to be here in a couple days. And after that, she said it shouldn't be that hard to get me um, uh, up and running. And
Okay.
basically, what I want to start doing is maybe just doing some review videos and things like that,
Okay.
and just to get my feet wet and see how well I can speak to a microphone without, pulling the rest of my hair out.
Okay. Very good. If once you get a channel up, it gives you the option when you're logging in to simulcast to your channel our meetings if you wanted to.
Oh, really?
Hmm. Yeah, you should be given that option when you're first coming onto the link before you get into the meeting. There's a thing there that says you can simulcast
Hmm.
and to your channel. And I don't know the process of getting your channel synced with it. That I have not walked through myself, so I don't know how that process works. But I do know that that's an option, and I always keep it open for that in case somebody does want to simulcast to their own channels, our meetings. Yeah,
That sounds great, and I really appreciate it.
right on. Yeah, no worries. So Henny, Seventh Son, you guys, everybody doing good? Oh, it's been a rough few days. Um, Not just me, but a lot of people are going through some stuff.
Yeah, yeah. No. How old was your friend?
She was about my age.
Okay,
I don't know if she was younger or older. If she was older, she wasn't much older.
right.
And I'm
Um,
50, I'm 58, so
I'm just a baby. I'm 57.
yeah.
Vicky's 58. She robbed the cradle.
My husband's 4 years younger than me. I robbed the cradle as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I am hearing and feeling that, Anik. Doing okay. It's a mixed bag.
Mixed bag.
TBH. I don't know what that means.
To be
Um,
honest.
to be honest, okay. Well, if you'd like to talk about it, I would love to listen. If it would be helpful, just click on the button when you click on this stream. Okay. You're talking about for simulcasting. It has been rough, but glad we have each other to support us. Yes. LOL babies.
Oh, she's saying we're babies, or she's
Oh,
saying somebody's babies.
I'll be the first to confess that I am 100% a big baby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you powered through yesterday, so
Yeah, I needed a meeting. I'll tell you that.
so hey, that's a great thing about having a channel is you can, if you need a meeting, you can have one.
Yeah. You know, this morning I was doing some writing and I was thinking about, you know, I'm very comfortable here among all you people that we're all trying to overcome something.
Right.
And but I have friends that have stuck by me who never have had any trouble with alcohol or mental illness or any of that. Never joined a cult, you know. And I was just wondering, how do I get over myself and get out of my own way to incorporate these people that never went down this road, you know, that's because that is a part of my world, um, that never had the problems with alcohol and mental illness. We are most comfortable with our own, meaning with other survivors. And I mean, we don't mind coming here and unburdening our sick little secrets that we've all got.
That
You
that's
know?
a
And,
that's
and
a
there's
good
so
way to
much
put it.
and there's so much freedom in that, and none of us are going to judge each other.
No.
And the people that have never been down that road, they're not judging in a mean way, but they don't have a reference point to, or an experience base to be able to relate.
Like with me and abuse. When we had that whole meeting that one day, and I was just, so yeah, Christy calls it normies.
Yeah, I've been listening to Doug and HG Tudor about narcissism cults. Hello, Cosmic. There she is. Hi, Cosmic. Welcome.
Hi, I'm just making
Hey,
sure I don't have an echo.
I don't hear an
Hi.
echo.
Okay, good.
I want to kind of get caught up on these comments. Uh, Marie says, I've been listening to Doug and HG Tudor about narcissists and cults. Sure would have been a good to have info years ago. Same here, Marie. It has been rough, Plant Freak says. Gastro plus all the life stuff. I can't talk publicly much now. The days we man is gone will be rough, but I have
Yeah,
y'all. You do have us, and yeah, I understand. Ooh, that is going to be rough.
yeah.
I made up a saying: emotional buttressing. It's helpful when we're feeling down. We have people to emotionally buttress through the toughest of times. Yes,
That's good. I like it.
very good. Lang and Plant Freak is talking about still having trouble with the language barrier and not knowing these laws is rough. Best I can explain it. Yeah. And Seventh says there's a Steve Molesky skin that is
Yeah.
an MMA fighter and a Stephen Molesky, a makeup artist. No Steve-O Molesky, husband of Vicky.
Yeah. What he's saying here is there's a Steve Molesky.
That's a MMA fighter. Yeah.
That's an MMA fighter, exact same spelling, exact same name. There's Steve Molesky, exact same name, exact same spelling. Is a makeup artist for the Kardashians.
Yes, we somehow or another that came up in conversation a while back.
Yeah,
And that's a
but
trip.
but
That
there's
is.
no Steve O with a wife Vicky. So
CK, you are already registered with YouTube, and that's how CK is your username. And when you log on, you've got some settings, and all you have to do is upload videos to it. Um, I don't even know if you have to have a channel name. It is helpful to have a channel name, but you can just have, it probably might just use your username. But if you ever see the little arrow at the top of the page, that's where you can upload a video, say from your computer. You can do the same thing from your phone, and that pretty much creates your channel. Your username is the creation of your channel. You actually have a channel, believe it or not. You just haven't uploaded any videos to it, is my guess. But you wouldn't have, you should be able to do that, no problem at all. And why do I always hit the wrong button, and it's trying to get me to put people in trouble, and I am not going to do that. Anik says, I hear you, Marie. Cora, I lost 25 years because of that lack of knowledge. Yeah. I lost a fair amount of time myself in my first marriage, in the best years of my youth, I like to call it. And then in a high control group church situation.
Do you regret any? I always like to think of all of that stuff made me who I am right now. And there's no way that if I wasn't a drunk or whatever, we'd be sitting here talking right now. There's no way if you weren't in a cult, you wouldn't have made a channel, and you're
More than likely. Yeah.
So that's what I like about this room that you were talking about early on. There's no judgment here because everybody knows why we're here.
Yeah.
And everybody's got a similar story.
Mm-hmm. It's a mixed bag, Steve. It really is. I'd love to know what else I could have done with my life.
Right.
Had I not invested all that time, all that money, all of that energy into, that situation. I don't know what dropped on the floor, but something dropped. And, but again, I wouldn't be where I am today. And where I am today isn't all that bad, Dr. Ramani is awesome. I don't know if, yes. Marie, there is Dr. Ramani as well. Cosmic actually introduced her to me. Sorry for the delay. Responding to that, had to find her name again. A lot on narcissists and a lot of useful information. Not just, this is a narcissist, like how you navigate around a narcissist. Very, very succinct, very useful information for sure.
Is that the video? We did a video review with her. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, she was interviewing Dr. Lalich on what is a cult. And there's probably not a cult that exists that isn't run by a narcissist.
I mean, it's almost like a job requirement for a cult leader.
Yeah.
I mean, when you fill the application out, you've got to put narcissist.
Pull that off. I don't see how you could ever pull that off without being a narcissist.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Marie Quore, I'll have to check that out. I've listened to a lot of H.G. Tudor's stuff, but I haven't seen Doug's interview of him. I haven't either. I bet that is interesting.
I don't know who H.G. Tudor is.
Well, I've seen his content, but I like him better when he's being interviewed by somebody and answering questions rather than commenting on some other narcissist in the world, because that's primarily his content, is commenting on other narcissists. He is a self-aware narcissist.
Oh, wow.
He very clinically describes what that entails and what that is for him.
Wow.
navigate, and and he of course has to navigate the world that way. It's pretty cool. There's a couple of channels. There's another channel called the Nameless Narcissist, and he's a diagnosed narcissist, and sometimes he'll do Q&A and just talk about stuff. But I cannot help but admire a self-aware narcissist.
I was going to
I
say,
can't
how
watch,
do you?
I can't watch the content all the time, because I grew up around all that, and I was in a church with all that. But
How do you?
anyway, what
Oh, I was just going to say, how do you get a narcissist to come onto a channel and say I'm a narcissist? That's almost counterintuitive.
that is self-awareness,
Yeah.
and that's why I say I definitely can respect that and admire it.
My most recent ex told me he was a narcissist, and I didn't believe him because I'm like, but narcissists don't know they're narcissists. But I guess he was right.
Hi, Carol, Stephen, Cosmic. People who aren't or haven't been addicts have probably loved or known someone who has, and can hopefully gain some understanding from recovering addicts and alcoholics.
Good point.
That is true. That's true, Mischief. I think that we're edging into a time where everybody's going to know somebody that's had addiction trouble. I honestly do. It's sad, but I don't know how it's avoidable with all that there is to, get addicted to.
Yeah. Well, I can't stay actually on screen too long. I just wanted to carry on from the video yesterday,
Okay.
which is just to share some news that I don't make resolutions because because they're really hard for me to keep because I forget what they are anyway by this by February. So I spoke to my carer and I had a telehealth call with my doctor, and from the as best as I can arrange it so that my son can still get to work from the 1st of December. 1st of January, I'm going to start detox flat out.
So I'm sorry. This are you talking about your hand or just
Detox from alcohol. So
okay?
I'm going to go not cold turkey. I'm going to do it like I did, except I'm going to go instead of being
Off.
no, just I'm going to do the Valium route because I'm dealing with stuff, but I'm going to go to my carer's house and do it there
Okay.
instead
Oh,
of doing it
okay.
at home. Yeah, because
Okay. How long are you going to be staying with her?
5 days. I do the 5-day thing again, and then instead of
Okay.
tapering off the Valium, because I'm already on the stuff for anti-anxiety medication, which is working. It's already knocked my anxiety
Good.
down.
Good.
I'm already I woke up yesterday like practically normal. I didn't wake up all like alien from Simpsons. So I just, that really just kicked me into gear. Like, why keep waiting? What am I waiting for? So,
Okay.
yeah.
So and that begins when?
First day of the year.
Okay. Well, that'll be easy to keep up with
Yeah.
as a sobriety date.
Yeah. So day after my birthday, because I can't do it New Year's. I can't do it before that because it's Christmas preparations and all that sort of stuff. So I can't go there before then.
Too much stress.
Yeah. Well, not so much for me. It's just I can't go there before then. So and
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, they're the holiday house. So, but and then my birthday, they've got a birthday. They always do a birthday thing for me, but I might actually spend it here that day and then just go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to. I actually want a quiet birthday this year. Last year was a bit loud. So
Okay.
yeah, so I just and 44 is a power number, it's a master number in numerology if you're into that. I'm not really into that anymore, but it's a good time. So I just reckon I'll start 44 off good.
So, how are you feeling about that? About doing all that, and having that facing you?
Excited.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Hmm.
Is it different from other times in the way that you're feeling about it?
No, because I'm not going to go to a hospital and do it, which is always a bit of a struggle for me because you never know who you're going to be around or who's going to be in there. Or because a lot of times when you go into detox and hospital here, there's a whole range of people coming off different things, and sometimes people are aggressive and they're not actually there because they want to be. Whereas I've always been there because I want to be.
Yeah,
So sometimes people can be a bit aggressive, and I can't handle aggression. So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to share, and that's because of it's not just because of that your story yesterday, but it kind of kicked me into gear because there's no time like the present, or you know,
yeah,
and new year, new start, fresh start. So
yeah.
and I'm really bad at dates, so if I start on the first of the year, then I know.
Then yeah.
Mm.
CK is curious on how I started this channel. Well, basically, there's no secret to starting a channel. You just start doing it. I started by just kind of uploading some of my farm videos. And then, I'd been wanting to do kind of
Chasing
this.
chickens.
Yeah. No, the chickens were chasing me,
Yeah,
remember?
yes, that's true.
But, but then eventually I just got to where, that whole thing with, did you ever see the show Mom, CK? Or any of you
I
guys?
have. It's hilarious.
It's a great show. It's one of my favorites.
And it's
And it's
honest.
so real.
It
It's
is.
so real.
It's honest and real.
Very honest, very real about, it is pretty much the way it is being in recovery with those ladies. And uh, the last couple season or two, they started doing this thing where somebody would be spinning out, and the other person that was around would say, "Do you need a meeting?" And they would just stop everything and hold an impromptu meeting right then and there. And uh, I'm certainly wanting that this group be able to be available for that, you know, and it's just going to be kind of more hands on deck kind of thing, so that if I can't do a meeting at the moment, somebody's needing one, somebody else can pick up and do it. And I don't know how all that is going to work, but uh, the next thing I know, I started. When I saw that on Mom, I was just like, I want that. And then I realized one day, I really want that. And I started wanting to make that happen. And so I pretty much figured that the only way it was going to happen was going to be by starting going live. And so that's what I did. At first, I had to do it through just the YouTube channel. They have a live stream button. You have to have like a certain amount of watch hours before you can go live on
Oh,
YouTube.
do you?
But I did reach that amount of hours. And so I just started going live every day. And at first I was doing it twice a day, but yeah, you know, that was it was becoming apparent that I wasn't going to be able to keep that up for very long.
Mm.
Day in and day out. And then I wanted people to be able to come onto the meeting with me. And that's when I started looking at stream services like StreamYard. I tried to get StreamYard linked up with my channel, and I never could get it to happen. I talked to tech support. I did all that, and it just wasn't happening. And so I looked at Restream, and that's how StreamYard or Restream. Those are the services that allow me to have other people here. I can have up to 8 people in this room talking at a time. So I hope that answers the question.
Now, how did you get the hours for the viewing hours? Just from
Well, I had been posting videos fairly regularly, and I just had enough watch hours, people watching my content that I already had posted.
I see.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Plant Freak, I was part of Dr. Ramani's program, and I learned so much about narcissism, trauma bonding, and how to deal with and avoid people who have that personality trait. Woo! Thank goodness. I have a feeling I'm kind of behind. I wasted most of my life, especially in this marriage. Yeah. Yeah. I, and you don't get the time back.
That's a
You know,
horrible feeling.
it is a horrible feeling. But hopefully you will start to heal and start to recover and start to, be able to connect with a hope that life has something more to offer you than that, and that you'll be able to connect with that and walk into that, and walk it out. It's never, ever, ever too late to make a dream come true, to whatever it is that you missed out on, to not miss out on it. You may not get to approach it the same way you would have years ago, but that doesn't mean you can't approach it. There's a way, you just kind of have to evaluate where you are and how you can realistically do it. And hello, Lord Kiss Freak, Chris. And
Oh, I didn't even see him.
yeah, the chat it stopped rolling.
Oh,
And so I'm way behind on the chat. I'm familiar with her and wouldn't have known about HG until Days But Not Confused. I learned about HG through Andrew Gold. I used to watch Andrew Gold a lot more than I have been lately. But yeah, he's had HG Tutor on a few times.
I love Andrew Gold, by the way.
I do too. A lot of people are mad at him because of the way he handled the thing with Doug and some other things. But and I understand that.
Yeah.
But I like him. And Seventh says, yeah, I had someone watched videos I've saved on a stick fighting and combat. Kane was inspired to look and discovered that one of the instructors was just 2 miles from her home. Okay. She is real. I assume we're still talking about Dr. Ramani here. She's really an expert in the field and so non-judgmental. Yes. And isn't it amazing how helpful that is?
She talks about things very clinically, like you're
Yeah.
talking about a disease or something.
Yeah. Very non-biased. Yeah. But she also does allow her own emotions about it to, be part of, what she does. And I just really like her. I like her. And I appreciate what she does so much.
I'm just going to jump off because I can't find the remote for my aircon and I'm freezing. So I'm just going to go watch my TV and just listen.
Okay.
Okay. I love you all. I can't really type today because my wrist is super sore. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. I love you. So, hello, everyone.
Love you too. So, Marie, yes, I can see that aspect just triggering for me ATM. HG is funny. Andrew Gold has an interesting interview with HG. Yes, he does. I think he's had a couple of interviews, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a little while, but I get to being able to watch him again, eventually, baby steps. Yeah. And you don't have to force yourself to do anything or watch anything. You know, some things are just for a certain time, you know? And maybe you'll circle back around it, but don't say I've got to do that. Don't put yourself in that kind of backed into a corner
Who
position.
is she
Just
talking about?
I mean, I'm assuming either H.G. Tudor or Andrew Gold. I'm not
Oh,
sure. Like I said, I'm really behind on the chat.
yeah.
It's not avoidable, not without education. I think education is needed for addictions. It's good to learn about them. I'm not judging, just had my abusive fill. I've worked on my other addictions, but now diving into my tendency to attract narcissistic people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. Which I'm sure did not help with the addiction aspect.
So
Whew.
that's really kind of baffling to me. Don't aren't narcissists attracted to certain kind of people as well? That
Yeah.
and then
Not
there are
necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be addicts
no,
or addicted to anything, but
no,
um, yeah, there's somebody, I don't know who, said that they recognize something in the way a person walks as to whether or not they can be a mark. I'm so proud of you, Cosmic. Yes. Please reach out if you need me. I know you will have support, but we are still here. Also, addiction that is right. And I love that Smart Recovery recognizes this. Mischief. Also, addiction isn't always about substances. Gambling, sex addiction, eating disorders, for instance. Yeah. So many people are affected by addictions in various forms. So true. You know, if we were to be honest about the behavioral aspect of addiction, I bet we would know that there's a lot more of us that are addicted than we would
care to admit.
be able to guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of you can't hide like an eating disorder, or you can't hide alcoholism or substance,
That's true
but you can hide gambling addictions
for a little while.
and yeah, I mean they're easier to hide. Yeah, that's true.
Marie, it's an interesting road, that discovery. I'm still on it, learning the red flags. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Plant Freak, your radar is going to be just able to ping. You'll be able to smell one coming from a mile away. And all you got to do is just have boundaries
Yep.
to not get sucked in by them. Don't let them. That's what a narcissist does: is they run over your boundaries before you even have a chance to know that you have that something as a boundary. They're it's like they know how to be one step ahead in some cases. You know, Cosmic, I'm so glad for you. Medications help me greatly. I hope that works for you as well. Henny, medications work wonders for me too. I wouldn't be able to right now. I would be in the worst possible state and unable to do what I'm doing right now if I did not have medical intervention, if I did not have help with in the form of medication. Um, the shorter days just really kick my butt, and and I have other points that I don't know, for whatever reason they just send me into just a non-functional cocoon, I call it, when I get Oh, not you again. Not you. Maybe when I get a laptop and mic, I can help. Learning that I was raised in that system which normalized the abnormal.
Yeah,
Gonna say single until I finally
I
learn.
remember that you are a ways behind.
Yeah, Marie, I was there for several years. And I was single for several years, learning that lesson and learning to spot them when they were making a mark out of me.
I think
Can I just
I think Tommy said that he can identify certain behaviors or certain things by the way people walked, just by him being incarcerated.
maybe that's where I heard that.
Yeah.
That might have been where I heard that.
I know I heard it from him. So
Mhm. All right. Well, you guys, I apologize for being so behind on the chat. Plant Frank, having a parent that is narcissistic was extremely traumatic. I was taken out of the house by authorities and was institutionalized for a big portion of my life. I'm sorry, Henny. Yeah. Mm. It's amazing how destructive that.
that's just heartbreaking.
Chris, it's okay. I'll catch up or I won't. Everyone be quiet and let Carol catch up to us. You don't have to be quiet. I am going to work very diligently now to catch up. I'm okay in therapy and see a psychiatrist for the rest of my life. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Eventually you do make peace with it and you do what you got to do to be able to have a life, because you don't get to go back. And it does absolutely no good to live there mentally or emotionally. You can hide almost any addiction for a while, Cosmic says, and that's the truth. Especially caring for her in elderly years. My sibling left and never came back. I don't blame my brother. Woo!
Jeez.
Yeah, caring for an ailing narcissist. Wow.
That's a lot of baggage to tote around.
Alcohol. I hid my affair with Allie. Alcohol was my secret love for a few years.
Yeah.
And that is such an amazing way to put it, because I have been in relationships where I felt like, alcohol was the other woman.
Oh, yeah, my wife said that on
Yeah.
the air.
Yeah, that's right. She did. Tommy learned it being a con man, that walk. Okay. Seventh son, we hide a lot, but mostly ourselves. It's when we can admit it. That's when the healing begins. Yes, indeed. I think, am I caught up, you guys?
Yes.
I think I am.
Yes.
Whew. It's amazing what a day can do. Day one, learning about Mary, I was in complete denial. And then the very next day, hello, awakened. Hi, Misha.
Hi, Mish.
And then the very next day, they started announcing that Doug Kramer had passed away. And I didn't know why that was hitting me so hard. But it was only the night before that I had learned about Mary and having passed.
Mary was
And
your friend.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, nope. When my husband read that to me, I'm like, no, that didn't happen. That's not true. And then when when the next day when they announced that Doug had passed, it hit me. And then that night after our meeting, I started seeing people posting pictures of her, and that's when I couldn't be in denial about it anymore.
Right.
You know, and just wishing I could have been more of an influence in that life, you know, because she reached out to me all those years ago, you know, with the whole thing of talking about, you know, trying to get clean, trying to sober up. Yeah. Well, and you know, that's why I'm kind of a little bit low energy today. Anytime that I have a situation that I cry a lot over, I'm very exhausted for the next few days, but especially the day after. Fixing to head over to share this real quick. BRB. Okay.
Tommy's live right now, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, um, if people want to go and be part of that, maybe we can do a meditation and is he live right this minute?
He about 30 minutes ago, a notification came on that said relatable Reese Tommy is live. But I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sure.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is live.
okay.
Okay. Let's see how far into it they are. 22 minutes ago. So they're 22 minutes in. All right. So let me have a consensus from you guys. Would y'all like to continue the meeting here, or would you like to go ahead and go over to see Tommy and Relatable Reese? CK prefers this. Yes, he's live now. Okay. We'll keep going then. No problem. You know, coordinating schedules with two people is not always an easy thing to do. So, but that's been in the works for a while. Okay, I'll not share this anymore. Then I would love a meeting, but it's my fault. I was like, what did I miss, Misha? You can share anything you want to here. You know that. I made you a mod, didn't I? Plant Freak prefers here. Okay. I flippin' love this meeting. I flippin' love this meeting too, y'all.
I'm
Depends on
staying.
how I'm feeling. Well, you know, I'm tired, but I'm not just so blottoed I can't do a meeting.
Did you just say blotto?
I said blottoed, ed.
Blottoed. We used to say that for getting hammered, getting blottoed.
Yeah. Well, sometimes being tired feels like you're wasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a waste of time just the trigger. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to quit the meeting. He lost in translation. Okay. No, I just, Misha, I just kind of put it out there and asked if people would like for me to close the meeting out so they could go and see the Tommy and Reese interview. But so since there are people that would like to stay here, we will continue to have a meeting. And I'll just, let's see, I've been exactly the same, Carol. Perhaps meditation, good food, sleep will help. Okay. Yeah, you've been through it, Mischief. You have been going through it. Are you feeling any better? Good food and sleep will help. Yes. Mischief wants to stay here for sure. New word. What's the new word? Waste. Blottoed. I guess that's the new word. I'd like for you to be okay, Henny says. Thank you, Henny.
You know,
Be okay with how you're feeling.
Carol, there's got
Okay.
to be a way for when you need a meeting that you can let all us know.
Right on.
Because
Okay.
I remember 3 or 4 weeks ago, you really needed a meeting, and we just happened to come on at the right time, or or it, you needed a meeting before you came on. That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was about?
Yes, I do.
What was it about?
It was about you wanting to drink to figure out if you were an alcoholic or not.
It sounds ridiculous now, but it was a serious question at the time. I don't think I need to drink to figure that one out anymore. But also I had just started my new medication, and like some parts of me that had been in dormancy for years in depression, cyclical depression, started coming online, including my alcoholism.
Right.
And where I was when I left off recovery and all of that. Carol, just relax. We can chat. Don't feel pressure to be on. Plus, you got Steve. Yeah.
I don't know if she's talking about Steve Sherman or Steve sitting here.
Well, either way, it's good.
Yeah.
Here for you too, Carol Klingon Targ Herder. Thank you, Misha. Yeah. And Steve. I think I've done enough research on my alcoholism. Okay. All right. Do you ever want to talk about that?
I did.
We that's what we're here
I
for.
did like 30 years of research to figure out I was.
Yeah. Today I was back in cold mode. Oh no.
Oh.
Sneezing, tissues, and headache. However, I have been crying a lot. It's a stater, this virus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If there's anything that we can do, please let us
A
know.
stayer.
If you can
Mischief. Yep. She said the same thing.
Anik has to get going. I'll have to miss out on the rest of this meeting and Tommy and Reese's live as well. Well, I love you too, Anik, and thank you for being here. It's always great to see you. Wonder how long Rip Curl Readiness has had a wrench. I don't know what that means.
Somebody named Rip Curl Readiness has got a mod wrench, maybe in Tommy's or Reese's chat. I didn't know. I know most of them, and that one doesn't sound familiar. So
Okay, so the illness has been a stayer, I'm assuming. Okay, got it. I'm so sorry. Dang it. I hope you get better. You know what? Let's just all give a 1 for mischief. To get better, bless, just get better and feel better. All of that. Rip Curl is legendary. I don't do Facebook, but I do Messenger. I get triggered by Facebook. You know what? I have to be very careful around Facebook. In December, around Christmas time, I may have even been the wee hours of the morning on Christmas Eve, I think it was. I came the closest I'd ever come to, considering unaliving myself. And, it was just a whole bunch of things heaped on at once. Shame, just seeing what was happening to us with, the whole, election thing and all the, the divisiveness going on there. And I was just watching what was happening to people. I was watching what was happening to myself, watching people. And
it sucks
and
the life out of you.
I just reached a point where I was ready to end it. I was tormented, and yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But when I decided that I was going to go ahead and reach out to a hotline situation, it was actually a text line, which was better than talking on the phone for me at the time. Um, I began to want to know how to get that sense of power that I got at being able to tell all that stuff that was tormenting me. I'm ending this and it's going to be ended with or without my life intact, kind of thing. And there was something empowering in that. But, it was a temporary problem that a permanent solution to was not a solution, but you don't recognize that in the moment. But one of the first things that went was Facebook. I spent an entire year off of Facebook after that, and I got my mental health back. I got to where I could start to hear all of that stuff in my head that I was reading on Facebook.
It's
And it's like I didn't even know where my own voice was anymore, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
it makes total sense. It's infectious. It's like it's like like a virus. It just infects you, and there's no. I haven't watched television in 3 years, and the only reason I got back on Facebook was Lifeboat.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't do any of the politics or scrolling or posting cat memes. My wife does all that, but
Yeah. You know, so yeah, even though I went back on Facebook after that year, the entire year of 2017, um, I'm still careful with how much of it I let
yeah,
in. I have to be.
yeah.
It nearly cost me my life,
I, w-
and it wasn't just that, but it was a big, big portion.
I wonder how many people don't catch it before it costs them their lives.
Yeah. Awaken. I'm going to be doing some tech vids soon for things that like that. Mischief. Okay. Misha. Look forward to that.
She's helping me get my channel started. She is so amazing. She is so smart and so giving and helpful.
So I found YouTube. I'm glad you found us, Henny. I love having you here. I never did Facebook, but tried Lifeboat Facebook. It is good. It is good, CK. I'm glad I have never been on it. I don't have any bad or good experiences with it. Only 12 Lifeboat friends. Nice. That's good. I like that.
Yep. I tried Facebook, but I didn't inhale.
Yeah. We have to remember it is all just a screen into the make believe, except it's real people putting the stuff up there. Make believe or no make believe.
It's not a. It's not a. It's not a real. It's not a real world though. It's a. It's kind of a. You people can put on there anything they want, and it's very, very often it's not a real representation of who they are.
Right. And the sad thing is if I lost myself in the cesspool, the whirlpool, rip curl, rip tide, whatever you want to call it, how many other people have already lost, feel what they used to know of themselves. And it's not gone, but you do have to make some sacrifices. And the first thing on the chopping block had to be Facebook. That's the first thing that had to be sacrificed to learn to recognize my own voice and not all those other voices running around in my head and in my heart.
There are kids out there who have never ever learned and never lived without social media, and what they do, the things that they actually do to get views and subscribers is just it's sickening.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be in your best years of your best judgment when you're a
No,
teenager.
no.
And we were just lucky enough to not have our teenagerhood lived out on the public stage like a lot of people's are.
Oh,
It eventually catches up to them.
yeah.
Rare when we find the gems we lost in all the yuck. Why I love this meeting. Well, yay. I think people here and the lifeboat are friends. No BS. I think so too, Henny.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put that one up, Seventh Son. I'll just let that be where it is. But I do find it very funny and very amusing. With the separation, I took the unhealthy politics off. LOL. Another point I should have seen previously. Some interesting minds there, but they're off now. Yay. That's probably a good thing. I want to come on. This is my jam convo. Real quick, we'll try to hop on if it's still going. Okay. If anybody else wants to come in, I will put up the link here. This link is so that you can have your face in one of these boxes on the screen here and be able to talk voice face to face kind of thing. And in the chat is good too. Look for me. Okay. All righty. All righty. Whew, boy, I didn't know I was going to get into all that. I wrote a 3 or 4 page letter in my journal to the small town I grew up in. It was not a nice letter.
Well, I remember the day that you went off on the town you were living in, you were talking about how about abuse and
Yeah.
having the cops take the guy's side every time. That was a little disturbing. not
They're they're so stuck back in the turn of the 19th century or 20th century in that regard. They don't even consider the fact that I could have been killed that day. There was murder in my brother's eyes when he came up the sidewalk and backed me and barged into my house and backed me into that corner, And how is that? I mean, they just poo-pooed at every turn. Oh, it's just domestic violence. He came into my home. He did not live there. How's that domestic violence? He was not a domestic person living under that roof.
That's unlawful entry and breaking and entering or whatever.
Yeah, Springdale can suck it.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't remember the name of the town until you just said it, and oh,
I probably will feel that way till my very last day on earth. More than likely. And not just for that reason. There were plenty of things that sucked about being in Springdale. It's that way here. Call and no one sees what's happening. Just the woman was being crazy. But why? Seriously, question further.
Yep.
Yes. And yes. Suck it, Springdale.
Oh,
I hope I'm not being naive because I feel the same. Safe space, great company, and good friends. I sit so comfortably in this chat room. Well, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to make sure that this place stays a safe place. Um, trolls they don't even get a warning here. They're just gone. They're just bounced out. That's just how that goes. And I know that trolls exist in the world, but they don't have to ruin our safe space. you know it's important to me too. I part of the reason I'm here is recovering from some of that mess. you know
it seems strange without Christy here and Cosmic and
it does. Light bulb, maybe that's why I want to run from here so bad. Oh, okay. That's something to maybe work out with your therapist for sure. I really don't know how to navigate well. Carol, Misha, and Stasia have shown me how to do even the simplest things. Well, good. And I'm here to help. I think you're on my Facebook, aren't you, CK? It's all fun and games until someone gets
Lorraine
Lorena
Bobbitt.
Bobbitt.
Oh no. Get the
Ooh,
reference?
I do.
Okay.
I do. That's the one whose husband's
Yes.
affair person? Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Dr. Ramani is a real expert. No, where is it? And a kind soul. I've learned so much from her. Same, Henny. She and 100%. I agree. I can come back on now. I just found the remote. Okay, we work so well, all of us together. Message anytime. I'll screenshot and message Mandrew is needed. Okay, if needed. Okay. I see how important it is to everyone too. I'm so glad I was guided here by Tommy's chat, I think. I'm glad you were too, Mischief.
He was pumping your channel hard for about a week.
Yeah, he was. That was
And I
amazing.
did see a few new faces come up in the chat because of it too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me put the link up so whoever wants to can come in. You taught me how to delete texts. Yay, that's always a good thing. Thank you, Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember. Yay. Wee man goes in the morning trying to snuggle. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry, Stasia. Oh, well, you know how to get hold of us. We're here.
she asked if
Tommy's recommendation. Thank you. I'm so glad, Marie.
she
I'm
asked.
so glad you're here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, Stasia asked me if she could call me Papa Bear.
Done.
Yeah, and then I call her Cub, and I call Wee Man Baby Cub.
Through
It's cute.
Misha and Stasia. Well, I'm so glad you did, Chris.
Found the remote.
Good deal.
Yeah, it was in the toy box.
So have you got it to where it's not freezing you out now?
Yeah, it's facing up instead of right in my face. So, but I've been listening the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you got any kind of game plan going between now and January 1st?
Just
What's
keep
the,
reducing so it gets easier.
okay.
Yeah, so Mia's toy box. Yeah. It's
I'll
beside the
get that
Christmas tree.
there.
So yeah.
I love you too, Bear Cubby.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep reducing and keep
Okay.
doing everything I'm doing now. So yeah. So after this meeting I'm gonna go get an x-ray done and yeah, I do. But then I have to, it's just there's a process. I have to find my phone and then find it and then do the thing and that's just I lose
Oh,
everything every day. It's just a me thing.
that comment that CK just made is really um, the reason that I like this group so much.
You know what, CK? Confessions, true confessions here. I love it small too. I'm
Me too.
not trying to grow a channel here. I really like the chat moves at a pace that I can keep up with, and that all you guys are here and just being awesome to each other. And yeah.
Yeah, I like it small as well because then I can keep track of who everyone is because it's the bigger
Yeah.
the better it is to keep track of who everybody is.
Yeah.
So
Mischief wants to know how you're doing, Steve.
yeah, Steve. I think he's talking to someone. Yeah. Yes. Hold Miss Wee Man's little face, Sasha.
Oh, Steve, Mischief wants to know how you're doing.
I tried to do a voice text thing on the other chat on my phone, and it yes, Mischief, I am. It for some reason it wasn't coming through, but yeah, physical therapy came this morning, and she said that I am months ahead of where I'm supposed to be.
That's
Um,
good.
Awesome.
yeah, with a knee replacement, my range of motion is like somebody that's 3 or 4 months, and I'm a month. So I mean, she showed me some massages to do, and she said the incision looked great, and
Yeah, you showed us you put it on camera. It did look good.
yeah,
So much better. Yeah, that's good.
I can't believe I've been here for a couple weeks and I realize I don't know your story.
Yeah, go for it. If you feel
Oh,
like it.
jeez. Well, I have 14 years sober, Mischief. I came here through Tommy's channel, and I do have a little bit of trauma in my life because of uh, I have a defibrillator in my chest that's gone off 53 times, and that's
Ooh,
caused
yeah,
me a
I
little bit of.
remember that. Ooh.
And so yeah, so far as trauma goes, and substance abuse goes, I have a little bit of experience, but everybody on here has a different kind of trauma or different kind of substance abuse or eating disorder or whatever. So I mean, that's as much time as I don't want to take up a ton of time,
No,
but
I don't. I mean, if you don't mind getting into it, I don't mind.
Um, I don't even know where to start. Oh, there she is.
Okay. All righty.
Okay, well, it didn't seem right without you. So,
Mhm.
um,
Um, is it Mischief that was asking about your story?
yes,
Uh, if you look through my live section of the channel, you will see a wedding picture. It's kind of a blurry wedding picture because it was a small one that was sent to me. And that is Steve with his wife, Vicky. And they were telling their story of his drinking and her how she handled it
and her trauma because of it, and
and all of that. Yeah.
she said she felt like alcohol was the other woman.
Yeah. Yeah. I was arrested. Now, wait a minute here.
That's
I was
really
arrested for kidnapping because I broke up a fight. The woman had a broken wine bottle that she slashed my jacket before I backed her into the corner. Somebody grabbed the bottle and called 911. Arrested for kidnap. How is that kidnapping? I don't get it.
mm,
No, it
Throws
doesn't
me
make any
off when I'm
sense.
not on. Miss you too, Christy.
Yeah, it does seem strange without you here.
I felt even a little guilty because I was, gosh, Carol's on right now, but me and Misha are working on this, trying to get and it was hard to not be here because despite everything that's happened, I still feel like kind of a daddy bear to all my little girly cubs.
I would like Carol to gain more followers, but I love the intimacy here. I love it too. I do. Just gonna be real about that. It's good.
Me forcing her to be somewhere she didn't want to be.
Oh,
So
whatever. That's childish. It sounds to me like.
sounds like Springdale.
My washing machine's going off in the background, so I'm going to mute myself for a little bit.
I can't hear
Can't
it.
hear it?
No, I
Oh,
can't hear
these are noise cancelling, so yeah.
You seem like you're doing better now, Cosmic.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
there's things I can't quite say right now, but yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing better. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's just,
Do I need to shut my mic off for you to say it, or?
no, it's just,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's just, I don't know. Sometimes doing the right thing is for somebody else is not always the right thing for me. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And that's what's happening right now? Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a deadline on that not being the case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
But
it more or less than a week?
it's like a week after New Year's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is there understandings reached on certain things that were becoming intolerable?
Well, on my side, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah. And I just have to.
I can jump off if you need me to.
No,
Oh, no, it's not.
we're having
No.
to talk in code because there's probably somebody around that.
No, I have to. You can.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's somebody there that would not would. In other words, we'd be talking about that person that's there behind their back.
Gotcha.
which, I don't have a bit of trouble doing.
Oh, it's not easy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's just I can't deal with conflict and tension, and
No.
yeah,
And it's a terrible time for that to be in your home with somebody that you're not related to,
I know I remember what's going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting in a long line to get food. Once it starts moving, I'll have to jump out of the chat. Okay.
Hey, Steve Hartman says.
yeah,
And yes, food.
yeah. Oh, that's something that's really good. I had 2 tubs of yogurt yesterday, and even like a small bowl of soup. So I'm getting there. So, and I actually feel a lot better today as far as food. So that's good.
Chrissy, in case you didn't know it, or Cosmic, Steve Hartman's been my best friend for 40 something years.
Yeah.
So I just
The other
want,
Steve.
yeah, there's
My Steve's here somewhere.
The
Little Steve.
walls have ears. I love that.
Oh,
That's good. It's yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
I hate that too, Mischief. It's a domestic issue. Nothing we can do. Standard police jargon here. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Well, over
Oh,
here they're
what?
taking like if one say if someone was to breach domestic order, they take it very seriously over here now.
That's good.
Yeah, so like that sort of stuff wouldn't happen over here now. Like, depends on the police officer, to be honest. So yeah, same, Sasha. I don't know enough to do. But so, but say if there was I don't know, say if one particular person came to my house, because my house is now flagged, the police would rock up and on priority call.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's a
yeah,
good thing.
Good.
yeah. So,
Right
and
on.
I'm also it's actually really, really, really good for me, but it's also not, because in the beginning it was me who was being dragged away because crazy woman, because if someone acts calmer than the one who's been rolled up all night.
Oh yes. Oh, that's so disgusting when they believe
Yeah,
those fuckers. Pardon my language.
When they
yeah,
get out of the car, they've already decided who's going to jail and who's not.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And especially considering I have a history of mental health, the police look at that history.
Okay.
But
How does that affect outcomes potentially, or how has it?
I always got dragged off to the mental health ward. No, they call it a mental health lounge, and so I would sit there, and it's basically torture for someone with neurodivergency, because there's no quiet. There's banging. Stop. There's banging of the door. The nurses are going in, and it's loud. It's just constant. It's like every 2 minutes. It's just constant. So
Yeah.
It's basically hell. So it was like torture. So I just gave in, and I said whatever I needed to say. I couldn't say what I needed to say because I had to go back to the place where they were. So I just took it. Yeah.
Real quick, going back to the thing about this being small and well, my point is there is there at one time 4 people that I spoke to on the phone yesterday were in this chat.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So That's what am I? What am I trying to say?
It's a nice little community.
Yeah. It's a nice little cohesive community, and yeah, there were 4 people on the chat today that I've actually spoken with on the phone yesterday.
I like how that works. It is getting better here for the children as far as social services are concerned. Good. That which is very beyond important. If the woman persists with the abuser, she has to make a choice. Him, her, or the
That's a little bit like here as well.
yeah.
I made
Okay.
a choice. I chose my children. I always choose my children over anybody else, and
Right.
still now to this day. And they're adults, so
And then I heard that the police department is going to have a separate department that deals with and understands domestic violence. I hope they implement this, and I too, Henny. Yeah, I always heard shepherd's pie as that shepherd's pie.
That sounded so good a minute ago.
I bet in England too, it's a real proper shepherd's pie too.
It's probably like meatloaf. You can throw anything you want in it and still meatloaf.
Yeah, maybe.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
or chili or something like that.
I choose my.
yeah, I
Not
know.
all women do though, Cosmic. Yeah, that's true. It is true. Here in Canada, the shepherd's pie is ground beef, sometimes with onions in it, then a layer of corn, then mashed potatoes on top. Yeah, pretty much. Um, I think we do like, the type of vegetables like carrots and peas and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
That's the one I know of, but now I want ground lamb so bad. Well, how about this? Put a 2 in the chat if you're still needing a meeting. A 3 if you feel like you've had a meeting. And we will go from there. I'd love to know where that everybody's okay here, and if not, then we're here. Hello, Mandrew.
Name Andrew.
Heinz savory beef gravy. That sounds good. Call the wrong name in We call it the wrong name in North America. They've got it wrong. Shepherd's is lamb, cottage is beef. I'm 63 and have been eating it all my life. Right on. Okay, y'all. A lot of 3s coming in. I feel like I've had a meeting, and I thank y'all for it.
Thanks for sticking it out with us because
Yeah.
you're being tired.
Well, I mean, tired is just a thing. 2 and 3. My needs are endless. Well,
I
what
think
can
we
we
can
do?
all say that.
On the 2 part of that, what can we do to help? Mischief. Last half hour. Well, shoot, CK. So what can we? I'm curious to know if we can do anything on the 2 front, Mischief. I know you're probably typing, but I just want to make sure that you heard the question. Is all. I'm here, one-on-one, if you need. Okay,
How far has she come, huh?
right. I was being humorous. Okay. Although my grandma made it, the delicious thing she called shepherd's pie that was made with equal parts of veal, pork, and lamb. Okay. Yeah, I've only ever known it as beef.
So it all sounds good. I don't think it
It
much.
does. It really does. Well, I thought I would that we could do the 3 box breaths, and then I would kind of read through this meditation in the Smart Recovery Handbook. Everybody's good with that.
Yeah.
Fine, really. Thank you so much, Carol. Just being needy. That's fine. You can be needy.
We're all needy.
If you do need something. Um, I are so you if you're on Messenger, have you found me on Facebook, Mischief? If you have anybody from this group in your Messenger, somebody probably has access to me. I'm Carol Sherman from Arkansas.
Okay, I'm going to listen to the breathing off screen because I'm just
Okay.
talking about food just made me feel a bit ill. So I don't know why.
Oh.
No, it's
have
fine.
you-
It's nobody's fault.
Do you feel like you've had a meeting, Cosmic?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's why I put a 3. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to do the box breathing on my TV. So it's lovely to see everyone, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.
Okay. All righty. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Cosmic.
Yeah, you
Good
can
to
do
see
the
you too.
YouTube on the TV. I like that.
Yeah, I've got 3 TVs, so yeah. But yeah, love you all,
Love you
and
too.
I hope you all have a really good night. And
You too. Have a great day.
thank you.
Okay. All righty. So we're just going to
Facebook
kind of
app, I believe it's.
shake off the day or shake off the tension. And when we say box breathing, yes, that's the one, Seventh Son. Yep. King is my maiden name. So people finding me, that's how they would know me.
I assume that's what that was too.
Yeah. So we'll do 3 breaths where we breathe in all the way, completely filling up our lungs and holding it for a count of, is it 3 or 4?
4.
4, count of 4. Breathe in on a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and then release all of that air out of your lungs for in the count of 4, and then breathe in again. Mischief, my parents had no idea that there was a Carol King that was a singer when they named me. I was actually named after my aunt on my dad's side, so I wasn't the first Carol King in my family even. So, and she way predated that Carol King.
Yeah.
So
What did she did some really
she did a lot of great songs. I feel the earth move
Move
under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. Anyway, and there's a whole bunch of good songs that she wrote and recorded. Some of them were like recorded by other artists before she did her album Tapestry.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do 3 box breaths, and then I'll kind of just walk us through this little meditation in the Smart Handbook here. All righty. So we'll get ready here, and we'll close our eyes, and as Christy likes to say, drop into our heart space, and we'll go ahead and breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. One more. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. close your eyes. We just took the 3 long, deep breaths and noticing how it feels. Now let your breath settle into a normal rhythm. On the breath out, silently count 1. On the next out breath, count 2, and so on up to 10. When you get to 10, go back to the 1, and if you lose count, that's really confusing. Feel the physical sensation of your breathing. Thoughts will enter your mind. Don't try to push them away or pretend they don't exist. Simply recognize their presence, but don't engage them. If you find your mind wandering, gently turn your attention back to your breathing and counting. So maybe I should have done the counting thing. Sorry, guys. Don't judge yourself or your meditation abilities. Okay, so on the breathing thing. Now let your breath settle into a normal rhythm. On the out breath, silently count 1. On the next out breath, count 2, and so on up to 10. When you get to 10, go back to 1. If you lose count, just start again at 1. Feel the physical sensation of your breathing. Thoughts will enter your mind. Don't try to push them away or pretend they don't exist. Simply recognize their presence, but don't engage them. If you find your mind wandering, gently turn your attention back to your breathing and counting. Don't judge yourself or your meditation abilities. Okay. Do this for the time you decided in advance and try not to give up early. Set a timer so you won't have to check a clock. And I have posted this meditation on the Needing a Meeting Facebook page if anybody would like to either write it out or print it or whatever you'd like to do. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down.
Your musical background is coming through in your voice because don't you play bass?
Yeah.
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 This is never more than arm's reach away.
Right on.
Epiphone Hummingbird Pro.
You don't have the E Genius singer-songwriter. Oh, yeah, that's right, Mischief. I don't have the E on the end. That's correct. And neither did my aunt.
Oh, Carol, like Carol
Carol King, the singer, is Carole.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome, and I love being here with all of you. It's always feel lighter when I'm heading to the barn, which, at the end of the day, that's pretty remarkable. And
I'm gonna go and grab this phone call.
Okay. I am a singer, hence Bubbles. We could form a band. We sure could. We just need a drummer. I love this meeting. I do too. Awaken, love to hear it. Wrote a song last night, by the way. Make it a great night, everyone. You too, Chris. Thank you. I feel like you guys were here for me today and yesterday, and I appreciate that like so much. And I could be in here by myself making a complete idiot of myself, but I have all of you guys to keep me from that, and I appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and it's not a meeting without you. And hope you guys have a good night or good day wherever you are in the world. And I hope to see you again next meeting. And until then, peace, y'all.